Game of Thrones Season 8. Most of the deaths are going to happen tonight. Asterisk 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 spoilers for Season 8, Episode 6 asterisk asterisk asterisk. If you were wondering when we were going to have our hearts really broken by, it seems tonight may be the night. As the 7th and penultimate episode of Season 8 lands on our screens in the US overnight and in the UK tomorrow, deaths are coming. Well, according to show experts anyway. Deputy editor wants us to prep our hearts to massive loss in tonight's episode as the North heads towards King's Landing. Last week's episode saw Cersei Lannister Lena Headey instruct her henchman, the Mountain, to behead Missandei Natalie Emanuel right in front of her right-hand woman and BFF Daenerys Targaryen Emilia Clarke, as well as her lover Grey Worm Jacob Anderson, and blood is set to boil. Dany isn't about to let her remaining dragon, oh yeah, she lost another one of those last episode, to sit about and not burn everyone in flaming flames as retribution. If you were disappointed by a lack of major deaths in the long night, you'll probably regret that after next episode. Luca told us it's the penultimate episode of Game of Thrones. And this is most of the deaths will happen there, though I am sure the finale will have a few surprises too. Counting who is left, most of our beloved characters, if that helps, he added. I can't think of any tertiary and secondary character in King's Landing that is safe. Who plays Lord Varys in Game of Thrones, and what else has he been in? Who plays Cersei Lannister in Game of Thrones, and what else has she been in? Game of Thrones star took their on-screen death like a punch in the gut. As for the main characters, I'd rather not speculate too much, but I'd say even many of them are in great danger. Oh cool, well that makes us feel super happy ahead of the next episode. Game of Thrones continues Sundays on HBO and Sky Atlantic. If you have a story for our news team, email us at. You can also follow us on and. Ads keep our content free for everyone. Please note that the Interactive Advertising Bureau IAB describes online personalized advertising through the below definitions. We put the storage of information, or access to information that is already stored, on your device, such as accessing advertising identifiers and / or other device identifiers, and / or using cookies or similar technologies. The collection and processing of information about your use of this site to subsequently personalize advertising for you in other contexts, i.e. on other sites or apps, over time. Typically, the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver advertisements for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such advertisements. This includes using the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver content for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such content. This includes using the collection of information about your use of the content, in combination with previously collected information, used to measure, understand, and report on your usage of the content. Ads keep our content free for everyone. We use additional third-party advertising companies who serve ads to help keep content free. For these partners, you will continue to receive advertising, however, it may not be tailored to your likely interests. Well, check in with you. Great. Thanks for choosing. You have opted out from our advertising partners.
Raindrop, truck top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.